I like about Kanata is, aside from their efficient admin and communication skills, they're very supportive on a professional level, but at the same time, you can feel that personal touch. They care about you not because that's what they do, but because it's who they are. And I think that's a rare quality that you can find in consultancy, and you can appreciate and really work with you. Actually, I already did. I mean, why would I learn something so good, right? If you're looking for a strong support system and very excellent in admin skills, then Kanata is a right education consultancy for you. First of all, of course, I'm looking forward to the beautiful physical setup of classes. Well, experience being immersed in Canada's culture. I believe that will stretch my mind and knowledge.
So, kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education, syempre? Tinulungan
alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laki na tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam mo talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document. Sila ma-check ng document. Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch the visa application. So, alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng, may trust ka, pero feeling mo rin Kanata ka sa application kasi alam mo na-check na maayos at talagang pinaglaanan ng oras yung document.
I like about Kanata is, aside from the efficient admin and communications, they are very supportive on a professional level, but at the same time, you feel that personal touch. They care about you, and that's what they do, but because it's who they are. And I think that's a rare quality that you can find in consultancy. You can appreciate and really actually, I already did. I mean, why would I do something so good? Strong support system and very excellent in admin skills, then Kanata is a right education consultancy for you. First of all, of course, the classes,
So, kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education? Syempre, tinulungan
Alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laki nito. Kasi, step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam ko talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi lang sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document. Sila mag-check ng document. Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch the visa application. So alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng may trust ka. Pero feeling mo rin panatag ka sa application. Kasi alam mo na-check ng maayos at talagang pinag-laanan ng oras yung document.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Kanata Educational Consultancy Services free webinar this afternoon. So, kumusta naman po kayo, guys? I know the weather is kind of hot, but thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. So today we have two guest speakers from two of the most popular schools in the province of Ontario, Canada. We have Sault College from Sault Ste. Marie and Humber College from Toronto area. So today, our first guest speaker would be none other than our very own educational counselor, Miss Catherine Manasan. So some of you have already known her by watching her YouTube channels. For those of you who haven't watched it yet, then please go and search our YouTube channel by typing Catherine Manasan. That's Catherine with a K. Hit like and subscribe, and you'll receive notifications or updates of our most recent videos. So if you also have extra time, you can watch our pre-recorded or recorded webinars from other partner schools that we also have. So without further delay, we would like to present Miss Catherine Manasan. She would be discussing the process on how you can start your application or your journey as an international student in Canada. Good afternoon and welcome, Miss Catherine.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much, Christina. Thank you for that introduction. And I hope you guys like and subscribe my YouTube channel so that we can help YouTube's algorithm and we can spread more information about studying in Canada. Okay, so once again, I would like to welcome all of you for today's webinar. It's Study in Canada webinar with Sault College and Humber College. And I also want to say hello to everyone who is watching over at YouTube. Okay, so let me just share my presentation with you so we can start. Okay, so once again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. Our today's topics, you will learn about who we are as an agency, the services that we are offering, what is there in Canada, the process to start your application journey, and the opportunities you have as a student and the plans you can have when you get to Canada. So Kanata means a village or coming together or a meeting place. Usually, actually, this is where Canada's word came from. So we are one of the leading educational agency in Manila for Canada. So we are focused on assisting prospective students who are wanting to study in Canada only. So we don't assist for other countries. And we have over 5 years of experience in visa processing and student consultation, and we are working directly with our partner schools in Canada, just like what we have today with Humber and Sault College. Our mission is to help prospective students achieve their dream by providing our services without the extra costs. So we don't collect processing fees for our students. We provide our services free of charge. So you can book for your consultation and assessment. We will not charge you for that. And from school application to visa application, we will also not charge you any fees. Okay, so part of our services is assessment. We do provide consultation, and then we will represent you to the school that you chose to apply and provide you a comprehensive list of documents required for your school application and visa application, as well as assist you all throughout your visa application journey. So our schools today are located in Ontario, which is in central Canada. So you can see this is what you can expect once you get there to Canada. Other than migration opportunities in Canada, these are the reasons why most international students are attracted to study in Canada. One of them is its affordability, diverse culture and society, of course, a health and safe community, an exciting campus environment. So just listen later from our schools how they will present their campuses, and of course, a possible migration and unlimited opportunities. So what are the documents required when applying as a student in Canada? Of course, you need to have your valid passport and your academic transcript. So depending on the program you will apply, depended din dun yung requirements of the academic transcript, whether your high school diploma and high school form 137, and of course our college diploma and college transcript of records. And then both schools are waiving their IELTS requirements for Filipinos, so you don't need that. And then will require updated CVs and valid IDs. So what is the process to start your application as an international student in Canada? First one is, of course, you need to consult with your counselor. So here at Kanata Education, we provide free assistance, free assessment and consultation with our students. Yes, so you don't have to pay us for that. You can book for a meeting or an assessment. I will put the link in the chat box later. And through this stage, you will learn what is the right program you need to take in Canada. So it's very critical that you do have an assessment with your counselor so we can give you and advise you the right program you can take in Canada, because this is where we can help you with your study plan writing. So after you've decided which program and school to apply, you will gather and then we'll submit the required documents for school application. Once you've done that, we will wait for a letter of acceptance and then pay the necessary fees to confirm your slot. And then once you confirm your slot, we'll send you a comprehensive list of requirements required for your visa application. So we usually advise our students to get an upfront medical exam so that it lessens the amount of the processing time. And when you finish gathering all the documents, we'll assist you in submitting for visa application. So I know students are very anxious when writing their study plan, so you don't have to worry about it. We are here to help you write the study plan. We'll provide you a guideline how to write it, and we'll help you polish it and make sure that everything is correct. Now, there are two types of visa application stream to Canada. First is the regular stream, or the most preferred option of visa application of the students. So what is regular stream? Now, pre-pandemic, the application assessment runs 6 to 8 weeks. But during this time of pandemic, the processing time is approximately between almost the same. So bumabalik na tayo dun sa normal times. But it's still not guaranteed. So some students are getting decisions less than 30 days. Some are more than 30 days. So our advice is to apply at least 3 months. I mean, at maximum or at most 3 months before your intake. So at this time, we are not accepting any more students for January 2022 because we are just less than 2 months away before your intake. So we are closed for that. And our schools are now open or accepting applicants for May and September 2022. So we can start processing your application as long as your program is still open or they still have slots for international students. So one of the requirements is your proof of acceptance or the letter of acceptance from the designated learning institution. So our schools today are part of that list, of the designated learning institution list. They provide PGWP. Okay, so they are eligible to, you are eligible to get PGWP once you finish your program from either of the schools. And you are required to provide proof of identity. So this is in a form of your passport, your certificates, and then you are also required to provide your proof of financial support. So this is where the show money comes in. Now the show money requirement is 1 year tuition fee and 1 year living cost of 10,000 Canadian dollars. So let's say the average tuition fee is 15,000 Canadian dollars. Plus 10,000 Canadian dollars living cost, that would be a total of 25,000 Canadian dollars or more or less 1 million pesos. So this 1 million pesos, you don't need to bring this in Canada, ha? So hindi mo siya kailangan dalhin, hindi mo siya kailangan bitbitin in cash. So kailangan lang you have a third party sponsor or a relative who can provide a bank statements or bank certificates who can prove that you are financially capable to study in Canada. So they will be the one who will provide all the financial requirements. So it doesn't need to be in your own bank account as a student. So yung kamag-anak or yung relative nyo yung magpo-provide ng show money. So hindi nyo siya kailangan utangin, hindi nyo rin siya kailangan hingin doon sa sponsor nyo. Sponsors can be anywhere around the world, so they are not required to be in Canada. So kahit pa nasa US or nasa Japan or in the Middle East, so that is possible. Okay, we highly suggest that your sponsor is a family member or a relative. So although there are no restrictions on who can be sponsors, but it strengthens your application because you can provide your proof of relationship with your sponsor. So you can say that your sponsors are kind of like your guarantor. When you're getting a loan from a bank, they're asking for a guarantor. So it's the same concept when applying for a visa in Canada. So that is a required proof of financial support. And then, of course, you need to write your letter of explanation or the study plan or statement of purpose. So I know a lot of you guys are scared or anxious or confused on what to write on your letter of explanation since Canada doesn't have a face-to-face interview. So you have to pour out everything, explain everything in your study plan. So you don't have to worry about it. We'll help you write the study plan. Make sure that it mentions everything that the visa officer is looking for. Okay, so once again, for regular stream, the requirements are proof of acceptance or letter of acceptance, your proof of identity, your proof of financial support, and your letter of explanation. Now, if you don't have a sponsor or that kind of hassle, or you want to avoid that kind of hassle of providing all these documents, then you can apply through the Study Direct stream. So what is the Study Direct stream? Pre-pandemic, once again, the application assessment runs between 4 to 6 weeks. So there are actually students who can fly to Canada in less than 2 months or 1 month or less than 1 month. So at this time, the application assessment is almost the same with the regular stream. However, the requirements are still the same. You are required to submit an IELTS with a minimum band of 6. Now, during the school application, if the school is waiving your IELTS requirement, but you are applying through the Study Direct stream, then you must submit an IELTS with a minimum band of 6. Okay, and then you are required to purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars. This will serve as your allowance. So Canada or the banks in Canada will transfer this amount into your own bank account, and it will serve as your allowance. It's a monthly allowance during your study program in Canada. You're also required to pay 1 year tuition fee and write your study plan. So basically, the difference between Study Direct stream and regular stream is that you are already covering your expenses in Canada for the first year through the Study Direct stream, because you're already paying 1 year tuition fee and you are purchasing a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars for your 1 year living costs. So that is the difference between the two. Okay, once again, for Study Direct stream, you're required to submit an IELTS, purchase a guaranteed investment certificate, and payment of 1 year tuition fee. Now, if you're going to ask us if we can assist students from other countries or living in another country, let's say, because you might think that we are only located in the Philippines, we can assist everyone from anywhere around the world. As long as you have access to your laptops and Wi-Fi, then that is no problem. Now, I will not, skip this part because we are not in the peak of COVID. I will delete this actually. Canada is open for international students, unvaccinated or vaccinated. The only difference is that if you are unvaccinated, you are required to get a quarantine. So that is the only difference. And there are only certain vaccines approved by Canada, so we can show that more later. Okay, so now that you have decided to apply as a student in Canada, here are the benefits as an international student. But then, of course, there are certain rules and regulations you need to follow. First is you must be always enrolled at a designated learning institution. So we cannot be like, you will tell me na, Miss Kat, hindi na ako mag-aaral kasi nandito na ako sa Canada. So hindi pwede yun. Kailangan naka-enroll ka talaga dun sa school mo. Kapag hindi ka nag-enroll, ide-deport ka ng Canada. So ire-report ka ng school sa immigration. So wag natin gagawin yun, ha? And you should always make progress towards completing your program. Respect the conditions of your student permit. Stop studying if you do not meet these requirements and leave Canada when your permit expires. Okay. So another exciting benefit of an international student is that you can work while studying. So you can work on campus. You don't need to have a work permit, but you must be a full-time student and holds a valid student permit. So on-campus jobs are quite limited because it depends on the availability of jobs inside the campus. Usually they have jobs inside the cafeteria or the library or the student assistance center. So it depends. Now, most students are getting jobs off campus or the establishments outside their campuses. So you can think of restaurants, coffee shops, and sa Tim Hortons, mga ganon. Now, you don't need also a work permit, but you should have started studying and must be enrolled in a program. Now, currently, it's not yet confirmed if you can fly to Canada more than 30 days before your program starts. Now, you cannot work yet if you haven't started your program or you are not yet starting your classes. So you must be enrolled already in the program and you have started studying before you can work off campus. Now, some programs are incorporated with co-op or may co-op component yung program. Now, this is the same as internship. It could be paid or not paid. So you can get jobs from all these three all together. So you can work You can have a job on campus, and then on top of that, you also have an off-campus job, and then your program has a co-op, then you can do that all together. So kung kaya pa natin no, sa oras, then why not, di ba? More money, ganon. Okay, now during school semester, you can work 20 hours per week and 40 hours per week during semestral breaks or holiday breaks. Now, one thing that actually excites everyone to go to Canada is that they can stay after they finish their program. So if your program is less than 8 months, you're not eligible for postgraduate work permit. But if your program is 1 year, you are eligible to apply for 1 year postgraduate work permit and 3 years postgraduate work permit if you finish a 2-year program. Now, if during the consultation, we recommend you to take a 1-year program, but you want to have a 3 years postgraduate work permit, what you can do is to apply for another 1-year program. So you will combine these 2 programs, which will enables you to apply for 3 years postgraduate work permit. So that is possible. So you don't have to worry if your program is only for 1 year. Okay, so some of you are asking if you can bring your dependents with you. Well, good news. If you're going to study in Canada, you can bring your dependents with you. Now, if you are married, you have a spouse or a common law partner, and your children, these are only the considered dependents. So if you are single and you are not yet married or you don't have your own family yet, your parents, your titos and titas and siblings are not part of or not considered as dependents. So sila lang yung pwede nyong isama. So your spouse or common law partner can apply for an open work permit, while your children or your kids are under the temporary residence visa and they can study in Canada in a public school for free. Okay, so once again, we are Kanata Education. We provide free assessment, unlimited consultation, and free assistance all throughout your application journey in Canada. We don't collect processing fees, that is correct, and we don't scam people. We only collect a 10,000 pesos security deposit, which is a confirmation that you will apply. So this will serve as confirmation, and this is consumable later for your visa application and biometrics fees. So technically, you did not pay us anything. You can also follow us on our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook for more information and announcement. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more information. Thank you so much. And now we will have our guest speakers from our schools today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that very informative presentation, Miss Catherine. So guys, I know that some of you have questions and clarifications. Don't worry, because we will have a question and answer portion later on after the presentation from our guest speakers. So our next speaker is from the biggest, yes, it is indeed the biggest college in the province of Ontario. I believe, in fact, it's actually the biggest college in the whole of Canada. So let's all welcome none other than the PH representative, Mr. Daryl Agapito from Humber College. Hello, Sir Daryl.
You are ambitious, a problem solver, an out-of-the-box thinker. Welcome to Humber, a place where you'll get experiential learning in the classroom and beyond. You'll join students from around the world at one of our amazing campuses. You'll collaborate with industry leaders and be a part of a healthy and inclusive community. From film to fashion, industrial design to international development, sustainable energy to content strategy, there's a program for you. With inspiring, innovative spaces you'll want to call your own, you'll find a lot to be proud of. The diversity of our students brings the campus to life. Our faculty are award-winning trailblazers, and our graduates are making waves in every industry. From orientation to graduation, this is the next step to your success. At Humber, we are focused on your future. Be bold, be courageous, be Humber.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Welcome, Christina. Nakaka-pressure yung biggest college. So let me just share my presentation. All right. So I hope you can see my screen now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you again, Christina. Thank you, Kanata, for having us or having me this afternoon. My name is Daryl Agapito, and I'm the in-country representative of Humber College in the Philippines. So our full name is Humber College Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning. So medyo mahaba siya compared to other colleges. It is because we are a polytechnic college. There are only 13 polytechnic colleges and universities in Canada, and there are only 7 in the province of Ontario. There are only 3 in the city of Toronto, and one of those 3 is Humber College. And being a polytechnic college means that we deliver our programs in a combination of theoretical and practical learning, and we ensure that our students get the experience that they need so that they will be job ready when they finish their program when they finish their program at Humber College. Apart from that, we are a global leader in career-focused learning. And again, 79% of our programs have co-op or work placement. So in the Philippines, para siyang OJT. We have over 200 academic programs to choose from. Medyo madami siya. Usual question of our students will be, what can I study at Humber College? Medyo madami siya to enumerate one by one. I think Kanata will be asking for your CV, if I'm not mistaken, so that they can place you to the right program. They can assist you in choosing the right program. Again, that's over 200 academic programs to choose from at Humber College, and 79% of those programs are my co-op or work placement. So again, you will be required to work while you are still studying. That is on top of your part-time job as an international student. Na-mention ni Catherine a while ago that you will be allowed to work part-time as an international student. So ang co-op or work placement or internship is on top of your part-time job off campus. And also you have an opportunity to work on campus pa if there are any available jobs on campus. Currently, we have 33,000 full-time registered students, 6,500 of which are international students from over 130 nationalities. And I'm very happy to say and proud to say that Philippines is already top 3 origin of international students at Humber College. So I hope that after this session, all of you or most of you will be part of that growing number of Filipinos at Humber College. So this is where we are located. We have 3 campuses. All of them are located in the city of Toronto. Our main campus is the North Campus. It is just 10 minutes away from the largest and the busiest airport, which is Toronto Pearson International Airport. And our Lakeshore Campus is about 30 minutes away from the airport by drive. And our very new facility at downtown Toronto is IGS, or International Graduate School. So that is located in the middle of the city, right in downtown Toronto. Before having IGS, which we just opened last January 2021, we are delivering most of our postgraduate degree programs at the Lakeshore. But now that we already have the IGS, meron na ring mga postgraduate degree programs at this campus. If you can see the green line, this is a subway. The yellow U-shaped line is also a subway. And the purple line up here is also a subway, and all broken red lines are bus lines. So anywhere you live around Toronto, it will be very easy for you to access all of our campuses. So again, our North Campus is our main campus and the home of most of our services. And we also have the BCTI, or the Barrett Center for Technology and Innovation, at the North Campus. If you can see this part, if you can see my cursor moving, this is actually a bridge going to the main building of the North Campus. So the BCTI was built last June 2019 for our students under robotics, systems integration, IT, computer programming, even hospitality. If you have a research or a project that you want to work on together with the Humber faculty, you can definitely use that facility. And your project or research might be sponsored by these industry partners, who are also the same industry partners who helped build the BCTI. We also have the Academic and Career Success Center in our North Campus. If you are having hard time looking for a part-time job, we will definitely assist you in looking for them. I just want to emphasize na we can assist you in looking for your part-time jobs or your full-time jobs after, but we will not be placing you to jobs. So magkaiba yon. We will be assisting you in a way that we bring in our industry partners. We conduct job fairs in the beginning of each semesters. We do networking nights so that you can give out your business cards right then and there and submit your CV. and have an opportunity to apply for or jobs around Toronto while you are still studying at Humber College. We also have the International Center for those students who are having troubles with their study permit or your visa. If you need to extend, if you added another 1 year program, if initially you took 1 year program and then decided later on to add another 1 year program, you will have to extend your study permit and your student visa. Then International Center could assist you in doing that. Also, na-mention ni Catherine kanina that if you study or studied in a designated learning institution like Humber College, you will be eligible for a postgraduate work permit. Of course, you still have to apply for that after your graduation, and how to do that, International Center will definitely assist you in doing that. And we also conduct workshops on how to apply for your postgraduate work permit. We also have the Student Wellness and Accessibility Center for those having hard time or troubles with their health, maybe physical health or mental health. They can just go to that center and you will be assisted there for free. For those students who are into sports and fitness, you can use the Athletics and Recreation Center, again, also for free. You just have to present your Humber ID. And this is how our Lakeshore campus looks like. It has more open space and green space for our students to interact, of course, following the health protocols pa din, especially now. More classes are already face-to-face at Humber College, lalo for January 2022. But still, you have to follow the health protocols. You need to do social distancing, you need to wear your mask, and also you are required to be fully vaccinated to access our campuses. And our IGS, again, is located in downtown Toronto. Just to set your expectation, hindi siya kagaya ni Lakeshore and ni North Campus na merong school grounds. The IGS is part of a building. It's an 8-story building. Out of the 8 floors, 3 floors doon ay Humber College. So it has more business vibe and corporate vibe for those postgraduate degree students who would like to study in downtown Toronto. Of course, what's the advantage of studying at the IGS is that almost all industries or job opportunities are just around you. All right. And then again, we have over 200 academic programs. We will not be discussing each program, but just to let you know, we have programs under fashion and aesthetics, applied technology and engineering, health, sciences and wellness. I just want to emphasize again that we are offering practical nursing to international students. Usually, tinatanong ng students if practical nursing is offered to international students. Yes, we do offer practical nursing to international students. We also have pharmacy technician, food and nutrition management, occupational therapy assistant, and physical therapy assistant, addictions and mental health program. We also have business accounting and management. We have creative arts and design, which includes our interior decorating, architectural technology programs, emergency services. We also have children and youth, which includes our child and youth care services program, and also early childhood education. We also have community and social services, which includes our social service worker program and developmental services worker program, and also skilled trades like plumbing techniques, welding techniques, industrial woodworking technician. We have media, public relations, and marketing, including our advertising program, graphics design, content strategy. We also have music and performing arts, which includes theater arts program if you are into acting. We have hospitality and tourism, including our hotel and restaurant operations management program, culinary management, baking and pastry arts management. Ayun pala, si student nagbe-bake. We also have information, computer, and digital technology programs like information technology solutions, and our very new program at Humber College, which is cloud computing. We also have foundations and language training, which is teaching English as a second language. Usually in the Philippines, iba maraming nagtuturo ng English language to foreign nationals. Pre-pandemic, ang dami ding nagpupunta na foreign nationals in the Philippines to study English, lalo sa Cebu, in Bacolod. If you are teaching English, you might want to explore our Teaching English as a Second Language program. This coming November 11, we will be having a demo class for teaching English as a second language program. So if you want to check out kung paano ba ang nangyayari sa aming TESOL program, you could attend that demo class. You can ask for the link for registration from Kanata so that they can assist you to register to that demo class. And we also have programs under Justice and Legal Studies. For those students who already finished grade 12 or K to 12 in the Philippines and would like to pursue their bachelor's degree at Humber College or in Toronto, we are offering 31 bachelor's degree. You can check the full list of our programs on our website. It's humber.ca. So we have 31 bachelor's degree to choose from. For those students who finished grade 12, you can already directly apply for bachelor's degree at Humber College. No need for preparatory programs. If you will be finishing your grade 12 this coming June, you can already submit an application for September 2022 if you already have your first semester grades from your grade 12. All right. And our admission guidelines, we have 3 intakes at Humber College. Our main intake is September, followed by the winter intake in January, and the summer intake in May. We are still accepting applications for May 2022. And we also have opened our applications for September 2022 past October 26. So, pwede na kayong mag-submit ng applications for September 2022 as early as now. I believe there are students who have already submitted their applications. Right after this session, please contact Kanata so that you can already begin with your applications to Humber College. We don't have an application deadline as long as there are available seats in your chosen program and you still have time to apply for your study permit or your visa, then feel free to submit an application to Humber College. What are the documents that you need to prepare if you wish to apply to Humber College? If you are applying for a certificate, diploma, or advanced diploma degree or bachelor's degree, we need your high school transcript and high school diploma. Again, if you are applying for a certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma and bachelor's degree, we need your high school transcript and high school diploma. Even if you already finished your bachelor's degree, isasama nyo pa rin yung high school transcript ninyo. If you already finished bachelor's degree and you're applying to graduate certificate, yun lang yung kailangan ni Humber College. No need for high school anymore. Again, if you are applying for a graduate certificate program, we only need your college transcript and college diploma. Also, technically, Humber College is requiring language proficiency test for all international students. But good news for Filipinos who finished bachelor's degree in any of these schools that you can see on your screen, we can waive the language proficiency test requirement for you. Again, only if you finished bachelor's degree in any of these schools, except if you are applying for practical nursing, pharmacy technician, and Bachelor of Nursing. Those 3 programs required ang language proficiency test. For pharmacy technician, we are only accepting IELTS. Okay, so again, we can waive the IELTS requirement for you if you finished bachelor's degree in any of those schools on the list. No need for you to submit Certificate of English as medium of instruction. Question, paano kapag tapos ng bachelor's degree pero wala sa list ng schools na iyan? What can you do? You can try submitting MOI or Certificate of English as medium of instruction. Pero kung nasa list, no need na for MOI. Automatic na siyang waived ang IELTS. Also, another good news for all the students who are in this session right now and you will be submitting your application through Kanata, we will be waiving the 75 Canadian dollars application fee for you. All right, no need for you to pay that 75 Canadian dollars application fee. And our tuition fees are running from 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars. That's good for 2 semesters already or 1 year. Again, that's 16,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars for 2 semesters or 1 year, covering your health insurance already. No need for you to pay separately for your health insurance. If you already paid for your tuition fee, kasama na doon ng health insurance ninyo. All right. We also have scholarships available at Humber College of up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. If you're applying for graduate certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma, you can separately submit an application for a scholarship of 2,000 Canadian dollars. What are the documents that you need to submit for the scholarship? You need your LOA. So dapat daw tanggap ka na sa Humber College. Meron ka na dapat LOA or letter of acceptance. Together with your LOA, you need to submit GPA of 85%, an IELTS score of 6.5, academic or any equivalent test, 2 reference letters, and an essay. Your reference letter should be from your previous job, current job, or previous school. hindi pwede sa family or relative, dapat sa previous job mo or current job or previous school. And you should have an essay also. So we are only giving out 20 scholarships per term. So 20 students will be getting that 2,000 Canadian dollar scholarship ng September, 20 ng January, 20 ng May. Again, that scholarship is only for graduate certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma. If you are applying for bachelor's degree, you have a separate scholarship scheme. This is automatic. If you are a grade 12 graduate in the last 8 months, you will be automatically qualified to these scholarships if your GPA is in these range. Ayan. And also, all of those are renewable if you are able to maintain your grades by the following year. Dahil ang bachelor's ay 4 years at Humber, if you can still get the same grade or average or GPA by the following year, you can still get the same amount of scholarship. And also, if your GPA is 75 to 80%, you can get a one-time, non-renewable 1,500 Canadian dollars scholarship pa din. Again, all of these amounts are only for bachelor's degree at Humber College. Our application process is very easy. Just submit all your scanned documents. No need to notarize, no need to certify true copy. Just clear, colored, scanned documents. Huwag po natin isama ang kamay or ang kuko or ang background. Kailangan magandang pagkakascan. Submit all of them to Kanata and they will be initiating the application for you. Our processing time is a little bit long compared to other colleges. Na sabi nga ni Christina, Humber College is the largest public college in the whole Canada. We are receiving a big volume of applications from around the world. That is why our processing time is a little bit slow kasi sobrang daming pinoprocess. Our processing time right now is between 4 to 6 weeks. So I am already setting your expectation. If you will be submitting an application to Humber College, please do not expect your letter of acceptance overnight. So talagang it will take time. All right. And then if you wish to live on campus, we have on-campus accommodation in both of our North Campus and Lakeshore Campus. This is how our single bedroom looks like and our 2-bedroom suite, shared kitchen, dining, and bathroom. The rates are between 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars per semester. There are 2 semesters in 1 year. So again, the rates of our on-campus accommodation is between 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars per semester. Dining plans are mandatory. You have to purchase your dining plan. I mean dining plan. Dining plan is like a prepaid card that you use in paying for your meals on campus. So that will be around 2,350 to 3,400 Canadian dollars. It depends on how much they eat in a day. But of course, you have an option to live off campus or sa labas ng Humber College. You can check these websites, and also Kanata could assist you in looking for off-campus accommodation. The rentals around Toronto or around Humber College is between 600 to 1,200 Canadian dollars per month. All right, so I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I will be joining you for the Q&A.
Thank you so much for that, Sir Daryl. So those of you guys who are planning to study in downtown Toronto, in fact, they actually have 3 campuses as what Sir Daryl have mentioned. So the North Campus, Lakeshore Campus, and also the IGS campus, which is at the heart of Toronto. So if you're on the arts and the IT industry, if you want to be a part of that career workforce, then Humber is the right choice for you. Now, our next guest speaker is none other than Ms. Fair Inso from Sault College. Now, Sault College is located in Sault Ste. Marie, which is a part of the RNIP series. Now, Sault College is also very popular among Filipinos who have a license or who is practicing nurse here in the Philippines, as they offer quite a variety of healthcare programs. So let's all welcome Ms. Fair. Hello, Ms. Fair. Good afternoon.
There's a strength to this city, to this college, rooted in our people, with our students, our surroundings, the perfect setting for your amazing. find the real you. Welcome to Sault College.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sault College. And Christina, thank you for that. So thank you, Daryl, for introducing Ontario and the public colleges of Canada. Thank you, Kanata, for having us. So don't worry, I won't take so much of your time. And once again, I'm Fair Lane. You can call me Fair. I'm the regional manager of Sault College for Southeast Asia. Right. So before I talk about our program and then our support, etc., I want you to know a little bit about the community you're going to. So like Christina said, we're in Sault Ste. Marie. So to start off, let's go with our name. So it's called Sault. This is French word for jump, relating to the jumping rapids of Sault Ste. Marie. And where are we specifically located? We are in Northern Ontario. And as you can see, there are two Sault Ste. Marie's here. One is in Ontario, that's where we're at. And the other one is in Michigan in the United States, right? So to cross the border going to Michigan, it will take you 5 to 10 minutes by driving. But if you're coming from Detroit, the capital of Michigan, it will take you around 5 hours. If you're coming from Toronto, which is if you're coming from Manila, you need to land in Toronto. And from Toronto, you can go up to Sault Ste. Marie. So you can take a land transport that will take you around 7 to 8 hours. However, we have 2 flights in a day from Toronto Pearson going to Sault Ste. Marie International Airport, and that's just an hour flight, right? So about the community, Sault Ste. Marie is a designated safe community by Parachute Canada. Our population is around 73,000, making it the 3rd largest city in Northern Ontario. So it's on the top 10 friendliest Canadian cities by Expedia last 2018, and 2nd in Ontario for shortest distance from home to work. So if you're going with your family, you will definitely have more quality time with them, for sure. And when it comes to employment, there is definitely employment in Sault Ste. Marie. In fact, its unemployment rate is lower than the province of Ontario or the national average. And when it comes to tourism, there's so many things that you can explore and see in Sault. Okay, in fact, it's on the top 52 places to visit around the world in 2019 by the New York Times. Now, this is one thing that I would encourage you to do, okay? Not only moving to maybe Toronto or Sault, maybe across Canada, to check the industries existing in that community or in that city. So for Sault Ste. Marie, we have almost all of the industries. But the ones you see on your screen, these are the ones that have the highest employment, okay? And by looking at this industry, you will understand why we offer the programs that we do, right? So Sault is also home to the Great Lakes Forestry Research Center. That's why we do have forestry and forest products. It's also the head office of the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation. It houses multiple tech startups and, of course, Algoma Steel. So Algoma Steel is one of the biggest steel manufacturers in Ontario. Remember, the biggest share of GDP in Ontario is coming from the manufacturing industry. And Northern Ontario offers a lot of those industries when it comes to manufacturing. Now let's go to our college. Why Sault College? So Sault, like Humber, is one of the 24 public colleges in Ontario. So we've been there for over 50 years, providing education excellence in different disciplines. And we have various campus locations. We have Sault Ste. Marie, of course, that's the main campus. And then we have satellite campuses, Brampton, and then one in downtown Toronto. In fact, magkaharap lang kami ni Humber sa downtown Toronto. All right, so the same with Humber, the Brampton and Toronto campuses will not be as huge or as big as the main campus. Okay, so it's also in a building, and we are working with the biggest private college in Canada, TRIOS, for our Brampton and Toronto campuses. Right. So for Filipino students, we are waiving the IELTS or English language competency test to all programs. Okay, so all programs, no exception. Doesn't matter if you're applying for engineering or health-related program. The English language competency test is waived. Also, we're waiving the application fee, so please make sure that you connect with Kanata on your application. So for the scholarships, we have entry, language, and academic scholarships available to you guys. When it comes to the student satisfaction rating across the 24 public colleges, we're still #1. And when it comes to the employer satisfaction rating, we're on the top 5. And we do have over 70 programs that you can choose from. So out of the 70, we have what we call applied learning. So applied learning is placement, co-op, or internship. We also have those programs that will cover this. I think around 22 to 25 programs that will either have placement, co-op, or internship. And of course, strong support to our international students and more seats because, as an international student, you need to make sure that you'll be able to apply to the program that you wanted. So medyo competitive when it comes to engineering, trades, health sciences programs. That's why we make sure that you will be able to get the seat that you wanted. Right. So like Christina said, we are part of the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. So I will not go through so much about RNIP. Okay. So just to give you an idea about this, most of Filipino students, they would of course want to stay and then live in Canada through the PR or immigration pathway. So this is one of the PR pathways of the federal government. And not all of the communities across Canada include here. We only have 11 small communities who are part of this program. So Sue being one of them. The idea here is you need to study for 2 to 3 years in Sault College, of course. And then after you graduate, you need to look for a job in Sault Ste. Marie. Once you have your job offer, you can do an assessment with the Economic Development Council of Sault Ste. Marie. If you pass, they will be the one to refer you to IRCC for the PR. Okay, so Sault Ste. Marie is the first community to implement RNIP, and we're the first community to receive successful applicants for PR, and they are graduates of Sault College. So for more information, please check the community's website. Welcome to ssm.com/RNIP. There's a specific email address there that you can communicate to. So please make sure you send them an email. They are very responsive and they will answer your questions. All right. So if you're going to check yung mga immigration pathways, by the way, RNIP is just one. Ontario has a lot of immigration pathways that you can check, and you will find the priority occupations. So with this, you will see the NOC groups. NOC stands for National Occupation Classification, and you will have your code. So for example, NOC 11, Professional Occupations in Business and Finance. This will include titles like financial manager, bank manager, cashier, etc. Okay, so for this, by looking at this list and the industries list that you've seen a while ago, you will understand why those industries exist there and why we provide these programs. Of course, we need to meet the priority occupations of RNIP. Para naman may say-say yung study ninyo with Sault College, and especially in Sault Ste. Marie. So with that, let's go to our available programs. Like Humber, we also have 3 intakes in a year: January for winter, May for spring, September for fall. So we are open for May in our main campus, Sault Ste. Marie. We are open in September for all campuses. So main campus, Brampton, and Toronto. Right, so let's check the programs. These are programs mainly in the main campus. And as you can see, we have here, okay, these are the minimum requirements and then the intakes wherein the program is available. So as you can see, open on September. Please make sure that you connect to Kanata if you wanted to apply for the May intake or September intake. And you will also find here the co-op for C. So the applied learning here that you're looking at, this is for C is for co-op and the number of hours, and of course the tuition fees. So the co-op is integrated in your curriculum. You don't need additional year or additional semester to finish your co-op. And for Sault College, co-op is paid. Okay, so you need to apply. Once again, we will assess you for your co-op, but you need to be the one to apply for your co-op program. Okay, so we have culinary management that will have co-op and some programs in the engineering technology. We only have one bachelor's degree for engineering related program, which is Bachelor of Engineering Mechatronics. This is actually co-delivered with Humber. So if you want to go to Toronto and then take the Bachelor of Engineering, you need to apply to Humber. If you want Bachelor of Engineering in Northern Ontario, you need to apply in Sault. Right, so we have the engineering related programs. Once again, by looking at the minimum requirements, you will understand kung papasa ba kayo or if you're good to apply for this. Okay, so once again, these are minimum requirements. So for other programs that we have computer programming. Computer programming is offered in our Toronto campus. So it's open for September. And Toronto and main campus. And we have media design. So I just want to highlight here the graphic design, digital media. You're looking at 2 years accelerated. So generally for graphic design in Ontario, lagi siyang 3 years. 3 years advanced diploma. But what we did is accelerate the program for you to only study for 2 years. However, you will receive a credential that is advanced diploma. Okay, so once again, this is open for fall 2022 intake. And also with our media and design programs, we don't require portfolio because we believe that you as the students, you need to create your own portfolio while you are studying with us. Right, so we have the skilled trades and transportation. This one, we only offered this with domestic students, but we decided to open it for international. So far, we do have a small interest coming from the Philippines, but I hope that from Canada, we'll be able to get 1 or 2 students for these programs. And you're also looking at the School of Natural Environment. Natural environment is one of the strengths of Sault College. And as you've seen from the list of industries, we do have industries for these programs. Also, it's on the top priority occupation list. Okay, so you're looking at the 2+2. You might be wondering what's that. So the 2+2 is an agreement with Algoma University, the local university in Sault Ste. Marie. So instead of studying 4 years for bachelor's, you can do 2 years of diploma in Sault College, and then another 2 years in Algoma University to receive your bachelor's degree. So after 4 years, you have 2 credentials, 1 diploma and another bachelor's degree. So not bad, eh? And also the School of Natural Environment is, of course, it has a co-op. Right, now for the other programs that's very much in demand in the Philippines, we have community services that will cover early childhood education and social service worker. And of course, health sciences that will have the Bachelor of Nursing, Fitness and Health Promotion, OTA, PTA, PSW, Personal and Developmental Support Services, and Practical Nursing. So you are looking at the applied learning, which is P. P stands for placement. So if co-op is paid in Sault College, placement is not paid. However, we do have placement officers, placement centers that you can check, okay, for your placement. So once again, this is integrated in your curriculum. You don't need additional semester or year to finish the program. Right, so I just want to highlight practical nursing here and OTA PTA. Okay, so there are minimum requirements here that you need to meet before you can apply. Please connect to Kanata because especially for practical nursing, this is by request. Kanata needs to assess if you're really interested and you're serious to apply for practical nursing. If so, then we will definitely check and open a seat for you. Okay. Now for the other programs that we have, very highly in demand, graduate certificates. So like other Ontario colleges, we require that you are a bachelor's degree holder in order for you to apply either to the 1-year or 2-year graduate certificate programs. Okay, so depending on the program that you're applying for, it should be related to the course that you finish. So for example, you're applying for robotics automation, then you need to be a graduate of engineering, manufacturing, or anything related to that in order for you to apply to robotics automation. Same goes with health-related programs, gerontology, healthcare administration, and health informatics. For health informatics, we can accept computer or IT graduates, and of course, health graduates to this program. But for the enhanced practice for internationally educated nurses and professional nursing practice, this is only for graduates of nursing, because these two are programs, bridging programs, in order for you to understand and then go through the process for taking the licensure exam for RN in the province of Ontario. Okay, so that's why this is only targeted for BSN graduates with existing PRC license and currently working in a clinical setup facility. Okay, so we will need clinical hours for these programs. Okay, and for the other programs like network architecture, mobile app, and cybersecurity, so these are IT related. You need to be an IT or computer science graduate in order to apply to these programs. The open programs will be global business management, public relations and event management, supply chain management, hospitality and tourism management, and project management. So for these programs, any degree is welcome to apply. Okay. Now, for our admissions, again, if you're applying for the certificate diploma programs, you need to be at least high school graduate, meaning K-12. You're coming from the old curriculum, again, 2 years of college or university. In order for you to apply, we will need your high school diploma and transcript, and of course, college diploma and transcript if you finish your bachelor's. If you're a bachelor degree holder and then you wanted to apply for the certificate and diploma programs, you're very much welcome to do so. If you're applying again for the graduate certificate program, depending on the program you're applying for, it should be related. So we will need your college and diploma transcript. If you had master's units or you finished master's or PhD units, we will need documents on that. And of course, resume or your CV. So for the passport, it should be valid, but if you're on the process of renewing your passport, again, please connect to Kanata. We can still process your application, but we will, of course, need your new passport details. For the marriage certificate, this is only if applicable, because if you got married and then you change your name, we will definitely need this document, but if you did not change your name, that's fine. Now, for the application fee, again, it's waived. And you've seen the tuition fees a while ago. So depending on your program, this will be the range. Same with other Ontario colleges, it's for 2 semesters. And of course, it will include your health insurance. Okay? And we do have an entry scholarship for the Philippines. We have 2,000 Canadian dollars. This is automatic. Once you apply, if you got approved, your letter of acceptance will show the 2,000 Canadian dollars. For the additional 1,000 Canadian dollars, this is if you have IELTS, general or academic, 6.5, no band lower than 6, or PTE academic, 65 or higher, you will get the additional 1,000 Canadian dollars. So in order for you to get this additional 1,000 Canadian dollars, you need to submit your IELTS or PTE certificate during your application. So for fall 2022 intake, it should not follow. So it should be a one package application in order for us to assess and then to provide you with a total of 3,000 Canadian dollars scholarship. Again, this is entry. You can only avail this while you are in the Philippines or outside of Canada, right? So once you get to the campus, you can check the academic scholarships or other scholarships that we have, bursaries that we have, okay? But you can only apply once you are in campus. Now, for our other support, okay, we do have the Student Job Center. This is dedicated to, of course, helping you or assisting you when it comes to employment off campus or on campus. So Catherine mentioned about the 20-hour off-campus job. We also have our on-campus job. So if you have 20 hours off campus, you can add 10 hours on campus, okay, in Sault College. So if you want, you can also do 30 hours on campus if you will be able to do that. Okay, so like they mentioned a while ago, the co-op, okay, is not part of your 20 hours or the additional 10 hours on campus part-time jobs. The SJC can also assist you for full-time, okay, during the breaks. And we also have mini job fairs every fall intake and annual job fairs every February. So after graduation, you can still depend to Sault College by going to our Employment Solutions Department. This will assist you, okay, to get connected to employers in our community, across Ontario, even across Canada. And we have other support, of course, especially for academic. If you want to become a tutor as part of your 10 hours on-campus job, you can do that. And mostly for the on-campus jobs, it's student assistance, but we also have library assistants and free and tutors, okay, peer tutors. Also, we have extracurricular activities to our students, okay? And most of the facilities, these are all free for you guys. These are, once again, these are in the main campus. So for our accommodation, we don't have a student residence in Brampton or Toronto. However, we will definitely assist you when it comes to looking for apartments across Toronto or Brampton. But for the main campus, we do have the student residence. The price will be around 6,200 Canadian dollars, and it will include almost everything. If you want to add the meal plan, this will be around 1,600 to 1,800 Canadian dollars. That's good for one academic year, meaning again, 2 semesters. If you don't want to stay in the residence, you can check homestay. Homestay, staying with a Canadian family. Still, if you don't want homestay, we can assist you with off-campus housing. So we have off-campus housing availability. Our team in the main campus will definitely assist you with this. Right, so I hope you have the time to go over our website, check the virtual tour, and see our facilities in the main campus. And you can also check the splash page for international students in our website or follow us on social media. So once again, thank you for your time and thank you for listening. I will be here for your questions.
Thank you so much, Miss Fair. So hello, guys. I hope that you're not yet sleepy as we will now have our question and answer portion. I would also like to introduce my colleague, Sir Francis, also an education counselor from Kanata. Hi, Sir Francis.
Hi, Christina. Hi, Fair, and Sir Daryl, and also Miss Catherine. Let's start with the Q&A. Christina?
All right. I have a question from our chat box. So this is directed to Sir Daryl from Humber College. What is the IELTS passing score to enter practical nursing at Humber?
It's 6, no score lower than 5.5, academic.
All right. Thank you.
Sir Daryl, for practical nursing, can they this Humber College accepts Duolingo English test results?
For practical nursing, yes.
For practical nursing, okay. Next question here is, how long is the school application for each school? I think Sir Daryl mentioned that it's quite long for Humber. How about in Sault College, this pair? How soon they can get their LOAs?
Thank you, Francis. So if your application document is complete, you're able to submit this to Kanata. This will take around 3 to 5 business days for the turnaround of your letter of acceptance. Okay, so if it's incomplete or admissions will need further documents, it might take up to 15 business days.
15. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fair.
I would like to add something to that, like a follow-up question from one of our YouTube viewers, Miss Fair. Hi, how are you? Since you mentioned the 1+1 program, can they apply for 2 programs with 1 LOA, or how is the process for that?
No, we don't have that. What we actually have for the LOA is you need to apply for your first program, and then what will reflect in your letter of acceptance is the future program for the +1. So for example, you applied for project management, that's your entry for spring, let's say, and then your future program will be supply chain management. Okay? So we don't do 2 LOAs or 1 LOA with 2 programs. Now for the +1 that you're going to apply to, you still need to check with our admissions by the time you get to the college. Although we have noted that your future program is project management, we still don't know. Once you get to Canada, you change your mind and you will not continue with it. That's why we cannot release an LOA that will have 2 programs. Thank you.
Thank you for that information, Ms. Fair. Sir Francis?
Is there an age limit when applying for school? Fair? Is there an age limit applying for school?
No, so this is not part of our requirements, as you've seen. I think the oldest student that we had is 52 years old. So that's for a graduate certificate program. Thank you.
What about age requirement, Ms. Fair?
No. So in Canada, we have what they call the Charter for Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom. So it's specifically stated there. So that's part of their constitution, specifically stated there, the equality, equity that any person in Canada will receive, no matter of their age, nationality, gender, etc. Okay, so it will be bad that we're going to include age restriction whatsoever. However, of course, when it comes to the minimum, a minimum age for you, yes, you need to be at least 18 years old and above, because that's expected that you finish your high school, okay, at 17 or 18 years old, right?
Okay, thank you for that clarification, Ms. Fair. How about in Humber College? Is there an age limit in applying for Humber?
No, also.
Okay, Christina.
I'd like to add something.
Short.
I would like to add another question. Sir Daryl, how are you? Okay, good to see you. So for baking and pastry, we have a question here from our YouTube viewer. Is there a paid internship or a paid co-op included in that program?
I need to check for baking and pastry if there is a paid co-op.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
My question here for Sir Daryl and Miss Fair is that since we have mature students, so as what was asked earlier, where we have students who's already 40 in their 40s or on their 30s, now for the documents that they will be submitting, is there like the documents should have been requested from the school no longer than 5 years, or can they submit their old diploma like maybe 10 years old, something like that? Because some of them have already graduated a long time ago. I guess it's fair.
I am not sure. I don't think I get the question of, because if you graduated bachelor's, of course you only have 1 diploma or degree, unless you took another program or another course. then you will need to submit another that different diploma or degree.
What I mean is that for their documents, is it okay that they submit quite an old document, like since they've graduated 10 or 15 years ago and they've requested that transcript or their diploma from such a long time ago? Or does the school require that these documents should be like at least 5 years old, so at least not that old?
Thank you for the clarification. Yes, of course, you can definitely submit an old document. However, please make sure that it's translated in English. So some of the diploma in other schools, especially maybe UP or even Ateneo, they have in Latin or in Filipino. So you need to make sure that it has a translation. Thank you.
Thank you. How about for Humber College, Sir Darren?
Yeah, you can also use your old diploma or transcript as long as we can still read it. And same with FAIR, it should have an English translation.
English translation. Okay, thank you. Sir Francis?
Okay, for study direct stream, IELTS requirement, will it be academic or general? So to apply via study direct stream, you can submit either general or academics. However, if you're going to use the IELTS for school application, you need it in academic. So let's also discuss na rin what is the difference between SDS and regular stream. So for SDS, you need to pay one year tuition fee and secure a GIC with that, and also submit an IELTS score of 6.0 with no score of 5.5 in each band. And for regular stream, you only need to settle one semester tuition fee, submit a proof of funds from your sponsor, an affidavit of support, and proof of relationship.
I have a question here, guys, from YouTube. For Sue and Humber, is the miscellaneous fees, books, and ancillary fees already included in the tuition fees? If not, how much is the additional fees for that approximately? Ms. Fair?
Thank you. So for the tuition fees quota that you've seen, or even if you go to our website, the ancillary fees is included. So the ancillary is like miscellaneous. This will not include your books though. Okay, so it will not include your residence or your books or your meals. So it will definitely include locker fees, example, health insurance, example. Okay, so there is a list of all the included ancillary fees that we have. I can definitely include this in our chat box. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sir Dario?
Yep, same with Sault College. So ancillary fees are included in the tuition fee, but not your books. Also union fee and what do you call this? Your student organization fee. That is already included in your tuition fee, but not the books, not the materials that you will use. For example, for culinary management, you will need, just for an example, you will need your knife set. That's not included in the tuition fee.
What is the average, Sir Larry, what is the average cost for books for each year in Humber College?
About 600 to 1,000 Canadian dollars.
600 too. What about in Sault College, Ms. Fair?
It will depend on the program, but maybe around that range, 600 also. Sometimes 500, and also it will depend on the campus as well.
And there are also books that are already used that you can buy from on campus. So old students are selling their old books. So maybe if you're trying to save up, you can use that books or those kinds of books. You can purchase them on campus. Merong ganon.
Okay.
Or sa
I
recto.
have. Where's what do I get? I have another question here from our chat box. This is more of the show money required that was discussed by Miss Catherine. So the student is actually clarifying if the 10,000 Canadian dollar requirement for the show money, is it per year or in yearly basis or just a one time? Sir, I'm sorry, I can't find that on the chat box anymore, but to answer your question, that is actually a one-time show money, so that will only be utilized or will only be used once we apply for your student visa or study permit while we're here in the Philippines. But after you've been granted your student visa and once you fly to Canada, you can actually use that, or if you'll be investing that on the GIC, it will be released to you on a staggered basis. So don't worry, it's not on a yearly basis, it's one time proof only.
Okay. Good question here. Is there an assurance that after schooling you will become a PR in Canada? So if you're going to Canada as an international student, definitely you have an opportunity to apply for a permanent residency, but it's not guaranteed. So what's guaranteed is you can stay in Canada after your studies, so via postgraduate work permit. So if you study a one-year program, you will be eligible for a one-year postgraduate work permit. But if you study a 2, 3, or 4-year program in Canada, you will receive a 3 years postgraduate work permit. So for example, if you study a 2-year program, your guaranteed stay is 5 years. But definitely, after your studies, you can apply for a full-time work and also apply for permanent residency. But it's not guaranteed just because you study in Canada.
Thank you for that, Sir Francis. I have here one question from Miss Renette. This is directed to Sir Daryl from Humber. For Humber, since there's 3 intakes, does it also mean tuloy-tuloy yung semester? Like for example, we start the first year on fall 2022. Do we start the second year in summer 2023 immediately, or do we have or do we start second year in fall na ulit? Like, is there a break in between?
All right. I think this is the usual question of the students kasi it still depends on the school. Iba-iba pa rin kami, but specifically for Humber College, if you begin in fall, mostly you will have a summer break. So again, if you begin in fall, mostly you will have a summer break. But if you begin in summer, technically tuloy-tuloy. So may summer, may fall, may winter ka, and then summer na ulit. But there are programs, so it depends on the program, wherein after your second semester, you can take a break, even if you begin in May or summer. So it's a little difficult to tell. Lalo, we have over 200 academic programs. So the best thing to do, you can send me an email. We could check directly from your program coordinator if you will be allowed to have a break if you begin in the summer or May. Pero technically, pag September or fall, yes, meron kang summer break.
Thank you, Sir Daryl. How about you, Sir Francis? Any other questions?
It's a question here about sponsorship. So a while ago, Miss Catherine mentioned that your sponsor should be your relative, so dapat related kayo. What about company? So I guess he's talking about here yung company na pinagtatrabahuhan niya. So if you can provide a letter from your company that they will sponsor your education in Canada, I guess you can submit it, and they also need to provide proof of funds or bank certificate and bank statements that will prove that they have financial capability to support your studies and living costs in Canada. So magpa-provide lang sila ng letter and show proof of funds for you to apply for visa via regular stream.
All right, thank you. Now, most of the questions here on our chat box are already based on personal background. So, guys, please don't hesitate and feel free to message our Facebook page. If you'd like to schedule an appointment with one of us, your education counselor, please do message our Facebook page.
All right, I think that's it for our questions for today. There is last one. Can I apply for express entry? I just want to emphasize that we are an educational consultancy services. We don't provide for express entry or direct immigrant. However, you can apply for that, but not through with Kanata Education. So that's it for today's webinar. Thank you so much once again to our school representatives, Ms. Fair of Sault College and Sir Daryl of Humber College, and to my colleagues from Kanata Education. I hope you guys are have learned something from us today, and we look forward in assisting you with your application. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Happy weekend.
Hit like and subscribe.